Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Oscar Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you about another Brinyte torch. This is the T28 Artemis. Okay, so the Brinyte T28 Artemis is marketed as a hunting light. I will show you later on this torch mounted to my air rifle. So this is a zoomable flashlight with its own patented tricolour lighting source control switch design. It utilises one Cree white LED, one Cree red LED and one Cree green LED. So it's easy to meet users' multi-lighting sources requirements. Obviously green for night vision and red for night vision, and white for just standard spotlight. It's got a unique tail stepless dimmer switch design. It's very convenient to adjust any brightness you need, so you can have it very dim or it's absolute extreme brightness just by rotating the switch on the tail end. So it's an excellent light choice for hunting and other outdoor activities. So its features are, it's powered by one 21700 rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The Brinyte patented tricolour lighting sources switch design. It's got a rotating head to zoom in and out the beam. The tail stepless dimmer switch design. It's easy to meet any sort of brightness requirements that you need, so very dull or very bright. A threaded lens for a more effective concentrating effect. It's got a regulated power supply which maintains constant brightness, so even when the battery's almost dead, and the brightness should still be at the same as if the battery had only just been charged. It's got overcharge and over discharge and overheating protection all built in, and this is a brilliant key feature. It's got the reverse polarity protection which prevents damage from improper battery installation, so if you do put it in back to front, you know, it is going to be protected from that. So the exterior is made from aircraft grade high strength aluminium, which is AL6061T6 with premium type 3 military hard anodized anti-abrasive finish. Right, now we're going through all the bump, let's take a look at the torch. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the actual torch itself. So you can see that it's been very well machined and very well sort of laser cut by the look of it here. It's got the embossed logo and the parts, and it's just a very sort of heavyweight, well not heavyweight, but you know, it feels very durable in hand. Now this is the switch between the green, white and red controls. I'll just zoom in for you a little bit if I can. Yeah, so you can see obviously G for green, W for white and R for red, and it's a very good sturdy switch, and it does feel like it's going to take a bit of a beating. I've had this torch quite a while now, and I've given it a really good testing, you know, on camping trips, and you'll have seen it being used. I think Ollie's used it as well a night or two in the hammock, and I'm going to show you later on in the video it attached to my rifle. So yeah, it's the T28 Artemis. You know, brilliant little torch. So let's just give it a quick, I'll turn this lamp out, we'll give it a quick beam test on the desk here. So to turn the torch on, you've got a tail switch here at the back. I'm going to zoom back to normal. And so you've got a tail switch at the back here. Now to turn it on, it's just one long press. So if you just press in, and you can see it's come straight on. Well, after a couple of seconds it comes on, and we're in green mode at the minute. Okay, now to rotate that to white, you know, just quite simply just rotates round, and go then same again for red. Okay, another feature of the torch, if we put it into green so you can see it a little bit better, on the tail end you see this actually acts as a dimmer as well, and you see it's gone really down, and as I'm rotating clockwise it's becoming brighter and brighter. Okay, so turning anti-clockwise, see it's getting dimmer, and all the way clockwise, and we're at full brightness. But yeah, to turn it between these, it's just absolutely brilliant. So you can see the green spotlight on the back of my shed there. White, red, simple. I'll see if I can get a good shot of the LED changing over on the inside. Right, so I'm trying not to blind people, because this is you know, it's quite a high lumen output as well. 650 lumens, I believe. So yeah, I'm going to flick it over to green and then back to red. Okay, also this the T28 Artemis is zoomable as well, so I'm just going to turn the torch back on. I'm going to put it back onto green. Now you can see the focal point there. This is at its lowest point in rotation of the head. Can you see there that it's just rotating? Okay, so I'm going to rotate all the way now. So I'm just rotating the torch and holding the head steady. You can see that it's coming to a focal point. So one standard dot, I'll just raise that up for you a bit. One standard dot on the wall there, and I'm going to zoom back out, and you can see it's becoming more like a flood now. Yeah, so I'll see if I can do that in shot. Rotate to a focal point and then rotate back for a flood. Obviously works with all colours as well. Okay, so I'm now going to take the battery out of the torch. And I'll take the battery out. It's just the cap end here. You can see how it's just machined slightly different from the main body of the torch. Just give that a quick rotate anti-clockwise. Okay, and then it just does pop off once you've got all the threads undone. Okay, it's got a really durable spring clip there. And then here we have the Brinyte like logoed 5000 milliamp battery, which is 21700, 3.6 volt output and 18 watts per hour. Okay, so these batteries are actually chargeable themselves. You see there, it's a USB type C. Now I've got one of them to hand here, so when you are charging it, obviously this cable comes like in the box with it, goes in, and then you can see on top there's a little red light. Once the battery is fully charged, I believe this light turns blue to indicate that the battery is fully charged and you're ready to rock and roll yet again. I'm just going to unplug. Okay, now as we said before, it has got reverse polarity protection, so this is the way that you would normally put it in, so positive down and negative at the back. So I'm going to do it the opposite way around and then reattach the base. Now the torch shouldn't turn on, I believe, because obviously the polarity is the wrong way around, but it's not going to damage the torch in any way either. So you can see that I've put it in, and then we're just going to try and turn it on. Now we're getting nothing, no output, no sort of indication that we're going to change or anything like that. So that's done its job, so I'll quickly get the battery out and change the polarity. So yeah, you can see negative there, positive. So we're now going to insert positive down. And then quickly attach back on. Okay, so while we've got it like this, I'm going to show you the change in LEDs. I don't know if you can focus on that. And you can see at the minute we are on the white LED. Sorry, there's the red LED. And these three LEDs, they just sort of rotate around with the flick of the switch. So that would be the white LED. And then this would be the green output. Also with the Brinyte T28, you can actually get a remote control attachment. So I'm just going to take this off. And I'll place that there. And the torch just down there. So yeah, this is the remote control attachment. You can see it's identical ended to the just standard end. You know, good durable spring tip. And then we've got a bit of a corded wire, and then the remote control. Next, so we'll just attach this up. control. Okay, so now that the remote's attached, you can see that it comes straight off the tail, and then we've got a bit of an extra coil, and then we've got some 3M sort of double-sided sticky tape on the back of the remote control, which is like perfect for attaching to, you know, a rifle handle or something similar. Okay, so to turn it on, let's see if I can get it out of the angle. We're just going to press the remote once. So yeah, to activate the torch, we're just going to do simple one press. You see it's coming on, so the remote's here now in shot. Off, on, and then I'm just going to lower down the beam. And you can see on camera that it's gone down to almost nothing. And then we're going to now increase it by pressing the positive. Okay, and then obviously it does work with the green Cree as well, and also the red. You don't need to see that, do you? Okay, so now just in shot now is my air rifle. This is a Hatson Striker. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring into shot now the rifle mount attachment from Brinyte. Okay, I've asked for it in this colour just so that you could see it a little bit better on camera, because if it was black you wouldn't be able to see the detail that I've put into it. Now it's very, very simple. As you can see, this bit may be attached to the rifle, and this bit would holster the torch. And all it is just anti-clockwise turn and remove the threaded screw, and you can see that you can widen either end almost like a pair of scissors. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to attach it to the top of the rifle scope and then insert the torch, and then I'll show you somewhere else that I found to put it so that you can put it on the end of the barrel. Just 2 seconds. Alright, so now you can see the scope in front of you, and then this is the rifle mount for the Brinyte, and we're just going to go over the top there, and you can see that it'll just sit perfectly there. And then we're just going to introduce the flashlight while we're here. Okay, and once we've got both in a position that we're happy with, okay, we can then tighten up the threaded screw just by rotating clockwise on the rifle mount. Okay, that's gripped it perfectly. Just give it another half turn. So yeah, this is now the T28 Artemis installed on top of my rifle. Now I've still got the lens covers on, so when it gets dark outside I'll take you out and I'll get a few shots out there. But yeah, that's it attached to the rifle for when you go hunting. Okay, so I've just slightly moved the angle of the camera to show you the remote. Now the remote, as I said before, does have the double-sided backing, and you could rest that just on like the butt of your rifle. Okay, depending on which hand you are, so left or right handed would depend on which side of the butt you'd leave this control device. But yeah, just a quick press and my torch has come back on. We're in green, so I'm going to put it onto white, and I'm going to just increase the beam strength so that you can see it. I'm going to turn the camera slightly for you. Can you see that on my hand? Yeah, so it is on and it is working perfectly. But obviously if you had this attached to the butt of your rifle somewhere where you would feel in a comfortable position, so maybe here, or even on the side of the rifle there, wherever you feel comfortable placing that bit, like ideal, so it wasn't obviously trailing around and interfering with you. So yeah, you can see that the torch is on there, and you can just quickly rotate to green, which is perfect for night vision hunting. I'm now going to show you somewhere else that I've found to attach the rifle mount. So the rifle mount's here in my hand, and I'm just going to show you that I've attached it now to the end of the rifle. Okay, and just remembering to keep this on the underside, so that it doesn't interfere with your scope, and so you know it doesn't get in your line of sight. But yeah, this quite easily just fits underneath as well, and then illuminates underneath your target. So yeah, there again you've got the T28 flashlight, and then the Brinyte rifle mount, and then obviously attached there to my rifle. Okay, now you can obviously put that on the side or underneath, but I wouldn't recommend putting it on the top side so that you're not interfering with your scope. Alright, this has been a full review of the Brinyte T28 Artemis tactical hunting flashlight, rifle mount and other accessories. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment in the description box below, let me know what you think about this torch. I'll also leave a link in the description box with a discount code. We're using the discount code SCOTT, which will also get you a little bit of money off one of these torches should you want to purchase one. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.